morning, online students. Am I audible to you? Online students, this is Pawan. We'll discuss the question answers of the chapter that we completed yesterday. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. So, first of all, we will discuss the textbook questions. Open page number 18. Question number 1, understanding the text. List the steps taken by the captain to protect the ship when rough weather began. What were the steps taken by the captain? Raise your hands, take my permission, and then you can respond. Offline students also. What were the steps taken by the captain to protect the ship when rough weather began? What did he try to do? Yes, Arsh. He dropped the storm jet. Okay, no, he wanted to slow down the boat. So for that he dropped the storm jet and then he tried to he, speak loudly. Yes, he tied a heavy mooring rope across in a loop. He made a loop of that rope across the stern. And what is the stern? What is stern? I told you what is stern. No. Here, what is stern? Which part of the ship? Stern is no. That is the starboard side. Online students, what is stern? When I say he lashed a heavy rope, a mooring rope in a loop across the stern. What is stern? We have discussed it. Which part of the ship is stern? Bolo? This shows how attentive you people are during the classes. We have discussed the word meanings of each and every word. So what is stern? Which end of the ship? Front part or the rear end? Speak up, online students. Which part of the ship is the stern? It's given on page number, the back end, the rear end of the ship. Yes. So why is it that always Akriti has to respond to each and every question? What about the others? There's so many students, around 20 students are there attending online classes. Why is it that just one student is every time? So to slow down the boat, he dropped the storm jet and he lashed a heavy mooring rope in a loop across the stern and then he double lashed everything. The answer is given on page number 14. Third paragraph. Then they double lashed everything, went through their life raft drill, attached lifetines, donned oilskins and life jackets, and then just waited for what was to follow, what was going to happen. Okay, because they couldn't do anything at that point of time. To check the flooding of the water in the ship, what were the steps taken by the captain to check the flooding of the water in the ship? Online students, you have to respond now. What did the captain do to check the flooding of the water in the ship? There was something that he stretched on the gaping holes. What was that? Managed to stretch canvas. Yes. He managed to stretch canvas and he also managed to secure waterproof hatch covers. And he just spread them across the gaping holes. Describe the mental condition of the voyagers on 4th and 5th January. What was the mental condition on 4th and 5th January? Did the conditions improve or they worsened, and what happened? Weather conditions were deteriorating. What were they doing? How many hours had they spent in pumping out water? What was their physical condition like? Yes. Yes, Ashish. Loudly take the mask off and speak loud.
On 4th January, they were scared that they would die. And the weather was becoming more worsened, so they are more afraid by some time. But on the 5th, on the dawn of they see that the weather is more clear, so they relax.
No, by dawn of 5th January, the situation was again desperate. It was again miserable condition. January 4th, you're right, the weather conditions deteriorated. on both the days. They worsened, and it was the fear of death that was, lurking around their minds throughout these 2 days. They felt that their end was near, and they could not. They did not have much of the. They felt that the survival and was very difficult because why? Because the boat was the way Walker in which they were traveling. It was severely damaged. So they felt it that the boat would not be able to take them back to Australia. And then on the noon of 4th of January, they got some respite. What is respite? Relief. We have discussed it. Some relief was there on the during the noon of 4th of January, and they had their first meal also in 48 hours. After 48 hours, they had their first meal. But then that respite was again short-lived because at 4 p.m. what happened? There were dark clouds and black clouds, they appeared again. And by the dawn of January 5, again the situation worsened. And with a very heavy heart, the narrator went to his children's room, and he just wanted to comfort them. And he was he became very emotional, and he was very touched with the kind of response that the children gave. And when they expressed their fear that and they asked were they going to die, but the children showed extraordinary courage and maturity when the little boy said that we are not afraid to die if we are all together. So this motivated and this inspired the narrator to fight the sea with whatever energy, whatever courage that he had. Okay, so this was the mental condition, and they were physically, mentally exhausted because they had spent around 36 hours continuously pumping out water. Okay, let's describe the shifts in the narration of the events as indicated in the 3 sections of the text and give a suitable title. You can, mentally you divide the story into 3 sections, and you can talk about 3 different sections of the story, and they've already divided it. Yes. So and after that you can give a subtitle to each. Okay. So what is the first section? What does the first section talk about, Maitri?
On the first section, like about how the couple planned about the entire sea voyage and how excited they were. They wanted to relive what Captain James put there. But later on, they were enjoying they were enjoying their own voyage. They were enjoying their even celebrated Christmas. But later it took a turn, and then there was when they started with the
Yes. So what subtitle would you give to it? This section. Think of a subtitle for this section. Section 1 of the story, wherein they were very excited about their trip, their voyage, and
before the storm.
yes, you can say calm before the storm, or how their dreams turned into the dream. It was a dream. It was a kind of a dream that was fulfilled. They had been working on it for the last how many years? 16 years. They had spent so much of their leisure time on this only, on just improving their seafaring skills. And when they started, it was like a dream come true. But immediately, the moment they came out of Cape Town, everything changed, and everything, the weather deteriorated. They encountered enormous winds and gales and everything. And second section, yes. From among the online students, can anybody just talk about the second section and what subtitle one will do? Yes, Joy. Yes. So it was the same kind of situation in the second section also. That struggle that started in the first section, it continued in the second section. And here also, they were, they had a close encounter with death also. And, how the son and the daughter remarked, and how the family was left, and the father was left speechless hearing the remark of his son when he said that, what did he say? That we are not afraid to die, we can all be together. So the father was determined to fight the sea with everything that he had. Oh, and there was a fear of death that was looming all around them. And also, then there was another there was a bright side to it also, how Sue, little girl of 7, how she drew a card for them in order to just inspire them, to motivate them. Okay, and that made the author decide that somehow he had to make it. Third section, and what title would you give to this section, the second section? Can you think of a title for the second section? Subtitle for the second section? facing the fear. Okay.
miserable storm.
Hmm?
Miserable storm.
The miserable storm. Okay. Online students, think of a suitable. Yes, risky, risky but courageous. Is this what you said? It is okay. And the third section. What about the third section? Anji?
Happy ending.
A happy ending. That is the subtitle. But what happened in this in the third section?
After a lot of struggle, they finally reached their destination.
Yes. So this section concluded on a note of happiness. Then they landed on Isle Amsterdam, which they consider to be the most beautiful island in the world. And
All ends.
yes,
All's well.
that ends well. Okay, next. Talking about the text, let's move on to the next set of questions. Discuss the following questions with your partner. Don't discuss it with your partner. Talk to me. Okay. What difference did you notice between the reaction of the adults and the children when faced with danger? There's a lot of difference between the reaction of the children and the adults. No, we have talked at length about the reaction of the children, how courageous they were, and then how they inspired and motivated their father, who was doing his best to save their lives. The girl did not make a hue and cry of her injuries. She did not even she did not elaborate upon her injuries, even though she was badly injured. And then she even went on to make a card for them in order to just, that was a kind of a silver lining in the entire situation. And then the little boy, how a 6-year-old boy, how he said that he was not afraid to die if they were all together. We've talked about this, that how courageous and how mature the children behaved. Let's talk about the adults now. What is the difference between the yes?
The adults at first thought that this was the end of their life, and but then they were encouraged by the children.
Yes. Then they were what? Encouraged. Yes, they were encouraged by the children and also the adults. Somebody from among the online students. Online students, आप भी कुछ बताओ बच्चे. We need your contribution also here. Reaction of the adults when faced with danger. About the children we've discussed. Let's talk about the adults, and somebody apart from Joy is already given 2 answers. There's so many students. Please respond. Yes. Yes. So they also showed a lot of courage, and they remained optimistic throughout. They did not lose hope at any point of time. And even Mary, she during the crucial hours that were required, she was at the wheel while the narrator was, what was he doing? He was making repairs. He was making repairs in order to just save the ship and save them from sinking. Okay. Next is how does the story suggest that optimism helps to endure the direst stress? So it was a very horrible condition in which they were, and how does it suggest that optimism helps to endure that kind of a stressful situation?
The kids were confident and therefore they encouraged their parents to further make on the parents and save them.
Yes, the kids were optimistic, and the adults were no less optimistic. They were also very positive.
But earlier they were, very
Yes, and there was a time when they grew panicky, and there was a time when they felt that their end was near, and they had accepted that the narrator had accepted their end, but still they did not lose hope. And even though they were badly injured, the narrator had broken ribs and cracked ribs, and he had broken teeth. His mouth was full of blood, but still he did not lose hope. And whatever was in his hands, he made best possible efforts to save everybody's life. And also the crewmen, they also remained very cheerful, and they kept on pumping out water. It was for 36 hours continuously that they pumped out water from the ship. And then how they managed to make repairs, how calculations were done when even the spare compass that was there, it had not been corrected for magnetic variation. Still he did so many calculations, and they finally could make up to the reach the island. Next is, what lessons do we learn from such hazardous experiences when we are face to face with it? What are the lessons that we learn from such kind of experiences? Online students, what are the lessons learned from such an experience? Somebody else, Joy. There are so many students. Mehek. Mehak, you want to say something? Yes, Mehak. Bolo. Yes. So we are not to lose hope. We have to remain optimistic. We have to be positive, just like everybody there was. And we have to also be calm and patient.
Ma'am, all
Okay.
the planning work out. What we have planned would work out. Or like their palms broken.
But still, they did not lose hope. They didn't lose hope and they remained positive throughout. So if you accept such kinds of difficulties, whatever is there in life, you have to accept it and you have to face it with the brave face, brave front, and only then the difficulties they shy away from you. Next is, why do you think people undertake such adventurous expeditions in spite of the risks? Everybody knows, when they had thought of this right from the beginning that they're going to repeat that what Captain James Cook had done. So the moment they decided that, they knew it that it is going to have it is going to involve lots and lots of risks. But then why is it that people undertake such adventurous expeditions in spite of knowing the fact that there would be risks?
For adrenaline rush
Yes?
and dopamine.
Hmm?
For adrenaline rush and dopamine.
For dopamine and for adrenaline rush, the hormone,
Yeah, science.
what else? Okay, what else? What else? Love for adventures. If there would be no thrill and adventure in your life, then life is going to be very monotonous and boring. And we're not going to have so much of knowledge. We would never have had so much of knowledge around us. That wealth of knowledge is because of so many explorers. अगर वो इतना कुछ एक्सप्लोर ना करते तो हमें पता भी ना चलता. अगर हम घर बैठे बैठे सोचते रहे कि सब कुछ हमें ऐसे ही मिल जाएगा और सब कुछ ठीक चलता रहेगा तो फिर तो लाइफ में कुछ रहेगा ही नहीं. So that thrill and adventure is the crux of life. You have to have them, even though they involve a lot of risk, but still they add charm to your life. Okay, so you can elaborate upon this, and you have to do only these questions for the time being. Okay, because this chapter, as I've already told you, it has not yet been shared by the centralized team. So when they would send it, when they would send the assignment, we'll discuss that. All these 7 questions, 3 from understanding the text and 4 from talking about the text, and I'm giving you so much of time. By Monday you can submit it. Okay, Today is Thursday. You have half of a day today. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night. So 4.5 days. I think they're more than enough for 7 questions. Okay.